here at What's on Second in Birmingham, Alabama, talking with Mr. Ian Phillips, one of the co-owners of the store. So Ian, why got you started in this business?
You know, a lot of people ask me that question, and I'm not sure that I have a really good answer. I started right after college, selling on eBay and doing things like that just to make some extra money. And over time, it really developed into something I was passionate about. I've been a collector since I was tiny. So it really just sort of grew from this seed into a full-blown business. Actually, I had a full-time job with benefits, and at the height of the recession, I quit my job and started my own business. That's how passionate I was about it. Mostly just selling on eBay at first, and then I came in and joined the team here at What's on Second, and the rest is history.
So besides yourself, who else is involved with this store?
Mike Wilson and Steve Gilmer are the other two owners, and they've been here, the store's been here for 6 years, and they founded it, and I came in about 2.5 years ago. And they, before they had this store, had been flea market dealers and show dealers all over the country. And they dealt in ephemera and postcards and just all sorts of different things. So we all kind of have different areas of expertise, and those overlap some, but we all bring something different to the store.
So your main area of expertise is what, the retro games and old toys?
Yeah, I do a lot with kind of 70s to now toys and games and video games, board games, all that kind of stuff. I have a pretty broad knowledge area as well of other things that kind of fit in the different areas of the store, but primarily this is kind of what I focus on right now.
And I see here you have a copy of Evo on the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, this is one of the rarer games that we've got right now. I've been told by several of my big buyers that come in here that this is somewhat harder to find than even Earthbound or something like that. It doesn't command quite as high a price, but it doesn't turn up as much. I've had 3 copies of Earthbound in the shop, and I'm expecting hopefully another one next week. But I've only had 1 copy of this. The only other copy I've ever seen is the one I had when I was a kid. So I actually took this home for a while and enjoyed it before I put it out for sale, because I hadn't played it since I was about 10. So
brings back memories.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So you expect another copy of Earthbound to come in? Is it a box copy or a loose copy?
It is. To my understanding is it's a loose copy. I have some leads on a box copy. I don't know if it's going to be in a price range where I could actually turn it over and put a decent price on it for my customers.
How do you get most of your stock? You have people bring stuff in and trade in here? Or?
I do that. Some people just see a Craigslist post I put out every now and then and bring some stuff in. Some people know about the shop and bring it in to trade. We have an army of pickers that go out looking for stuff for us. And I have 2 or 3 that know specifically kind of what I look for. And so they travel all over the state and look for stuff for us. So that's been a really big draw, but we also buy from the public. So it just walks through the door every day.
That's awesome. I didn't realize you had pickers out there.
Oh yeah.
It's like watching American pickers.
Oh, absolutely. That's basically what we are, except, actually reasonable in our price points.
That's pretty cool. So what are your store hours here typically?
We're open Monday through Saturday, 10 to 6.
As you can see, What's on Second has a great collection of games here. There's a lot of box Sega Genesis games, some great GameCube games here, and loads of boxed NES games. Here's a lot of the loose NES games, PlayStation 2, Sega Saturn, Xbox, a little bit of Sega CD, Super Nintendo. A nice selection of PlayStation 1 games as well. I found a couple games in here that I purchased and brought home. Lots of board games. This is just a fraction of what What's on Second has in stock. Oh, cool, little 2XL.
Some of the stuff that the store sells are board games. Tell me about this game.
So Fireball Island came out in 1986. Again, this is one of those pieces that I remember I had as a kid. A lot of people I think had them, but they're really easy to lose pieces or get broken. So finding a complete one these days is really difficult, and they weren't in print for very long. So this is a pretty rare board game. This one is complete. It is actually a pretty fun game. I remember playing it as a kid, like I said, and having a blast with it. These on eBay sometimes go as high as $200 or $300 complete. So there's a demand for them. We just recently bought a whole store full of board games, so we've been adding a lot of that to our inventory. We carry just all kinds of stuff like this, lots of toys and things from, especially I'm trying to concentrate on 70s, 80s, and early 90s stuff, just getting more of that in here. Because a lot of our clientele is between about 20 and 40 in age range, and we want to have some of that stuff that they remember from their childhood in here as well.
Just haven't found a Dark Tower yet, huh?
Haven't found a Dark Tower. I've got Tower of the Wizard King and I've got Dark World, so maybe if we put those together, we can make it happen.
Interesting joystick for this Sony PlayStation. And a lone Neo Geo AGS card. They even have a Asteroids Deluxe arcade machine. It works, but only half the screen is displayed at this time, so it needs some work. Here's some of the more rare titles. And a box Sega Genesis. Looks brand new. Good old Virtual Boy. A Lone Valley Astrocade cartridge there. Incredible Wizard. Some more boxed NES games.
So Ian, tell me the history about this game right here.
So one of the things I try and look for sometimes is stuff that shows sort of the evolution of gaming. And this piece came in last week. It's a penny arcade game. It probably dates to about 1940 would be my guess, just given the kind of design of the pieces themselves. It's in fantastic shape. It's actually made by a company here in Birmingham. One of the ways we can date it is it only has a 6-digit phone number, so that sort of helps in dating it. To my knowledge, it's all original except the balls that were in it have been replaced with ping pong balls, because my guess would be the originals would have been a hard plastic that would have probably shriveled over time. But it still works. It's all the inner workings work just fine. It actually has a little thing here. The balls will pop up as you flip this, and you try and get it into the slot here. So it's a pretty cool piece. We don't see many of the penny arcades. Yeah, try now.
Give it a try here.
Oh, you gotta hold it now. I got a free penny.
Got a free penny. That's one way to make money.
That's right. 1 penny at
Well,
a
here we go,
time.
1 penny at a time.
All I need is about 2 million of those, and I can go home.
There we go. Now we try to flip this. We try to get it over here.
Yep. No.
Oh, too hard. Not hard enough. Oh,
Oh, but you got the
go for the
rebound.
ball. That didn't work. That didn't work. Oh, got the rebound.
Oh,
Oh,
almost.
Here's some of the Atari 2600 games they have there. There's a Frocker 2, Ghost Manor, it's King Kong. They also had this dice puzzle game for the Atari 2600. N64, and some loose Sega Genesis games. GoBots. Here's some boxed Super Nintendo games. Some more boxed Sega Genesis. Also had this really cool Star Wars X-Wing model. So if you're ever in the Birmingham area, you really need to check out this store. It's located at 2306 2nd Avenue in North Birmingham. And say hi to the gang.